Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Reaction Nexus, and welcome back to Nightwish. This song. So the last song there was a little bit of confusion because they had Tarja in the video, but it was Annette singing. Um, this is Tarja. This is Tarja with the song "Planet Hell" live. I think this is the first live. Nope, second live show I've seen Tarja do. Never mind, second live performance. But I don't know where it's at. I don't know any context for this performance. So in the comments, could you tell me, guys, where this happened? Um, which is very interesting because the next song after this is another song with Tarja, but it's her solo. It's a solo song, just her. Well, I think she has a band, but it's her stuff. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Um, if you like this video, leave a like, comment down below, subscribe if you want to see more, ring the notification bell. In the description will be a link to the original video, as well as a Nightwish playlist. And I hope to see you all in the video, in the reaction part. So let's get to it, shall we? 3, 2, 1. All right, Nightwish, Planet Hell live. Again, I don't know the setting for this. I might be able to get some clues. I might look out for some clues. The description of the video, by the way, it's not Nightwish's video, so the description of the video has no description about where the video where this is set. But yeah, Nightwish fans, as you know, I have a timer here set for a minute. After a minute, I will pause the video and I will give my thoughts, my word thoughts. Then I will press play again and I will start the timer again. I will do that every minute. It's to help keep my reaction, help me have time to get my thoughts out, and it also helps keep the video from being blocked. I don't have a problem with Nightwish, though the last video did get blocked in a couple locations, couple areas. I think Russia again. So, um, with that said, let's get to it, shall we? 3, 2, 1, go. All right, that was a very traditional Nightwish intro, and it sounded epic. And that's something like I'm gonna probably harp on a couple more times in this song. People ask me, who do you like more, Nightwish, Tarja, Floor, or Annette? And I think Annette gets left behind most of the time because she was like the bridge gap. In football, you talk about the bridge quarterback. So you talk about how you know uh, you get a quarterback to sit to play while the quarterback you really want becomes available or learns, right? And I think that's what happened with Nightwish. Um, and the biggest thing you could say argument wise for Tarja being the best is without Tarja, there is no Nightwish. Like, what I mean by that is, I'm not saying she founded the band. I'm not saying she's the reason the band existed. The legacy that Nightwish has was built off of Tarja. Everything Floor has become was built off of what Tarja built with her legacy in Nightwish. Now, Floor is great enough that she was able to fill in those shoes and lift it up even further. But those shoes existed because of Tarja. So it's like, who do you get more credit for? The person that maybe made the shoes better, look better, or the people that made the shoe exist? That's for you guys to decide. I like all three of them. I think all three of them are great. So, but that's just my opinion on it. Okay. 3, 2, 1, Let's continue. That actually sounds really good, that voice. Tarja sounds great. We talk about Tarja a lot. We talk about Floria a lot. We talk about the Annette a lot. The guitar riff that they had there was really good. His voice really really contradicts Tarja, which is really good, and it sounds awesome. We're talking with and like, but back on the Tarja thing. The thing about Tarja, and I'm thinking about it now, is and what I mean by that is Tarja had developed the style they wanted. So people could ask, what is your opinion on Arch Enemy? Because Arch Enemy had a different lead singer originally, and then Angela, and then Alyssa. I'm like, I would put most of the building blocks on Angela more than the guy before her. And then you have bands like Slipknot, but then you have bands like Slipknot, right? Where Slipknot had a lead singer before Corey, but nobody knows he didn't do anything with the band. So that's my opinion. I think Floor and Tarja are clearly the two better ones. And the way you pick between the two is do you like the person that made the shoe better, or do you like the person that made the shoe exist? It's up to you. I don't know. But let's keep going, shall we? I've ranted enough about that. That's going to be the end of that. So let's keep going. 3, 2, 1, go. Welcome to Welcome to Paradise Soldier. Ivy sky, all life is the beautiful life. You cool, you wonder now, you challenge the cosmos. Save yourself, I'm ready for the ferryman. Save yourself, I let them suffer. Keep on, keep on. This world ain't meant for the odds. Save yourself, I'm ready for the ferryman. Save yourself, I let them suffer. We're low, mankind. We're seeing the stereos rise. Welcome down to my planet. So, I heard something about the ferryman. Are they talking about the ferryman, the guy who ferries souls onto the other side? The problem I have, me personally, I get with the type of singing Tarja does and Floor does, is they sing such a operatical thing I can't hear lyrics very well. My ears are so tuned to growls and deeper vocals that when they sing those high notes and they sing them so perfectly like she does, I can't hear the lyrics. So is that what's going on in this story? Let me know. This is not, but that's not a, I have to be careful. That is not a insult on her singing. It is just my ears are not accustomed to hearing that. Okay? I just did Living Sacrifice earlier. They're a deep growling band. I do, Tatiana, she's an exception to what I just said. She's an exception. But she's an exception to most of the rules. But anyways, let's keep going. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Nice job. just one last pause. Yeah, I'm enjoying this a lot. This is really good. Was that keyboard tuned to the violin? Like, did they make that sound like a violin? Is that the sound I heard? That was pretty cool. It's kind of a way of doing it. It's like I don't have, it's like maybe you're somebody that doesn't have the ability to play the violin, but you want a violin sound, and you know how good a violin should sound like, and being able to translate that from a keyboard is pretty cool. Unless they just tuned it high, and that's just what it made it sound like. But that might just be me. Let's keep going. Nice job, Tarja. That sounded awesome. Alright, let's get to the review, shall we? Alright, that was Nightwish with Tarja, because Tarja was the singer for the song, from Planet Hell Live. I don't know where it was. I don't know. I didn't get any clues. I couldn't see any shirts. Seeing shirts don't really mean anything, like, because it's like, what I was looking for is I was going to see if I could see some Nightwish shirts that say blah 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 tour, and maybe it gives me a chance of doing, give me a point of reference. So yeah, I want you guys to answer that question for me, okay? So because there's always a debate between Tarja and Floor. That's the debate, right? I think you all agree that Tarja deserves some credit, whether you're a Floor lover and you prefer Floor over Tarja. Tarja is great. Tarja is an amazing singer and deserves credit, or vice versa, right? Do you value Tarja more or Floor more? People could say I value Floor more because she's the current lead singer, but it's like, would we really know who she is without Nightwish? Because without Nightwish, they don't headline. Without Nightwish, she's not there to help headline Wacken 2013. All right, and that's how Floor got her name into the world. She may have had a cult following behind that, but and it's like, and to put it in perspective, to something that makes you guys feel like I had the same thought process about a band I like. So Slipknot, right? Right. Would we know who Stone Sour is without Slipknot? Stone Sour has existed before Slipknot. Corey Taylor had started that in '92, but the band didn't go anywhere. And he joined Slipknot, and then he brought Stone Sour back after Slipknot got popular. And it's the fact is, would we know Slipknot without, or Stone Sour without Slipknot? Would we know Floor without Nightwish? And the only reason why we knew Nightwish in the first place is because Annette left. And the only reason why Annette was there in the first place is because Tarja left. So let me know. Also, answer me my question. Does anyone here think Annette is the best? No shade. I just don't get her name doesn't get brought up in this conversation very often. That's like the whole Michael Jordan, LeBron, who's the GOAT, and then someone throws in Curry. I think Curry might be the GOAT. There's a big argument for it. But you guys aren't sports fans. So anyways, I know I've been rambling. If you like this video, leave a like, comment down below, subscribe if you want to see more, ring the notification bell. In the description will be a link to the original video as well as the Nightwish playlist. And tune into the next video. It is Tarja is returning, but with her own music. So, see you all there. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye, everybody.